Hi y'all, welcome to the Grace Journaling webcast for September 25th, 2019, and I'm your host, Susan Lee Rose. Today I'm showing y'all the card that I made for the Fusion Card Challenge. Its theme is coffee. I have several friends and my husband who are huge coffee drinkers. When I saw the Jesus and Coffee stamp set from Sweet N Sassy Stamps, I knew that I had to get it. So when I saw the theme of the Fusion Card Challenge, I knew that I was going to be using this stamp set. I wanted to do something different, so I started flipping through my stamps and I ran across the new Deck the Halls stamp set from Sweet N Sassy. The Be Jolly sentiment just jumped out at me, and then I kind of realized that it sort of rhymed with coffee, and an idea started forming in my head. Why not a Christmas card featuring a funny Christmas saying? I love the way this one turned out, and I sure hope you do too. Alright, let's get started. I've attached the two flower pieces together with a brass brad. I used the holiday die cut. It's a poinsettia from Spellbinders to cut out. Use the smallest and the next size up to make the little poinsettias. The leaf die cut is from my stash. I have no idea where it came from. So now I've cut out a oval using the oval framelits from Sizzix, and I'm mounting that to the front of the craft paper card. The craft sheet cardstock is cut to 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. The stamp set I'm using here, this is the Jesus and Coffee stamp set from Sweet N Sassy Stamps. I'm coloring that in with my alcohol markers. For this, I'm using the Cali Art. It's Y337 and Y423, as well as the Copic markers G40 and G43. So I got that all stamped, colored in, and I'm going to stamp a little heart. I'm using the Fired Brick Distress Oxide ink to put the heart on there. So now I'm going to mount the card in here in my Stamparatus, and I'm going to kind of position where I'm going to have the flowers and everything so I can stamp the sentiment in there. The sentiment is going to be used, using some of the words from the Jesus and Coffee stamp set as well as the Deck the Hall stamp set. I'm using the Be Jolly is from the Christmas stamp set from both of them are from Sweet N Sassy Stamps. So I'm stamping that and getting it into place. And that is done. I'll move those stamps over to my stamp chamois to get cleaned off. Now I am using the Elmer's glue. It's the clear dual tip glue pen, and I'm using that to glue on the leaves that I had cut out through the die cut. Kind of making across the left side of the card is going to be kind of where the florals are going to go. I'm going to attach the foam mounts to the back of the poinsettias and mount them on there. Now you're going to see me cut out several of these poinsettias because I was having difficulty with them. They were tearing, and they were they have very tiny centers, and they were tearing, and I was having a lot of problems with them. So you're going to see me stamp several of them up there and trying to get them to work, and it doesn't always work. So just be careful with these if you're going to be using something like a brad for them, because they do tear. So I'm attaching them to the front of the card. I'm using the foam dots, and I'm using a little bit of the Elmer's glue on that first one that I put down because it kind of came apart, so I had to fix it. So we got that fixed, and then we're just going to continue adding the foam dots to the card and positioning them onto the card. I've got started using my craft tweezers to apply those. They go on a little bit easier. It would be easier if the backs could take off a little bit faster, but that's okay. So now I have to cut the another flower because the first flower was not successful. The little holes tore, and it was not wanting to hold together. So I am cutting out a couple more out of the red paper as well as the solid red paper. The plaid paper and the red paper. Sorry. I'm just using a 1/16 hole punch, and you're going to see where I have trouble getting them to go together without tearing them. That one I think I finally got it to work. So I'm going to mount that on there with the foam mounts again. It's looking cute already. So now I'm going to cut out around the coffee cup stamp that we have already pre-made. And I'm going to mount that in the middle of that kind of floral bundle over there on the left-hand side. We're just going to put it with the foam mounts and mount that down on there, just like that. And that's done. So now I'm going to go in with a Wink of Stella, going in for the lid and the little heart, as well as I'm going around the word jolly and around the word coffee with the stamp. And then we are all done. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please visit my YouTube channel, Grace Journaling, to view my other videos. If you enjoy them, please like and share them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to be updated whenever I add new videos and tutorials. You can also find me on my blog at www.gracejournaling.com or follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Grace Journaling.